You're watching with the Asus Transformer TF300TG. My name is Balazs Gal and this is the mid-end device in the tablet sphere from Asus with a docking station. This is the white version. It's actually available in blue and in red. Costs about $500 to $600 and it has the 3G built in. As you can see on the top, we have here in Germany HSPA+. So here on the back you can see there's nothing much to check out. Actually on this side there's also only saying Asus Transformer, so the TF300TG is only found here on the back on this small labels. But let's open the device up. This is the white version and we also have of course the white iPad 3 and the TF101, which was the first dock tablet PC by Asus actually on the market for testing. Right here, and now we have the TF300TG in our hands with the dock. Of course, when you open it up for the first time, you will also have some foils around it, like this one, which shows you what extra things you can buy actually. And the more interesting thing is actually on the back, it tells you how to put the SIM card in, because it's quite a little bit different from what you usually have to do, because it goes in like this and not like this, but I will show you in a second. So, and what else do we have in the box? We have of course a little pin here to help you open up the SIM card slot, which fell on the ground. Then we have a little cloth for cleaning up the display, which you can of course always have with you in your pocket if you want. And then we have some paperwork, manual, warranty and things like that. Then we have a USB adapter, of course, for charging your device. This is the European connector, so in America and UK it will look different, but we have at 5 volts 2 ampere output and at 15 volts 1.2 ampere output. And I don't know actually why it should only give you 1.2 ampere, but yeah, well, this works in the whole world actually, so that's quite nice. Also for your smartphones, for example. And then we have not a micro USB for charging, but we have here this special connector by Asus, which I will demonstrate to you in a second what this is good for, because you actually need this for the dock also. And then that's actually it here from the device box inside. Let's check out the Asus TF300TG here in white. We have a really nice plastic bag here, which you can hear it has a structure on it, so it will actually get dirty and then you will see a little bit of dirt in there, but it's really easy to clean up because it's plastic. It won't dent if you let it fall on the ground. Around the device of course it's metal, but here on the back it's plastic, which is actually good because then you have a strong Wi-Fi, Bluetooth and a 3G plus signal. On the top there is the on and off switch. On this side we have a few connectors, as you can see here, like micro HDMI, micro SD actually, and a SIM card reader. The volume control is here on the top. On the bottom, I will have to show you in a second what is there. There was actually a fly on my arm, so that's why I was blowing on it. Then we have on this side the headphone port and actually not much more. On the dock side here on the bottom, it's quite interesting that we have a standard USB port, which is one of the main reasons why people will buy this device, so they can use USB sticks. So you can see it right here. That is really nice, and that is one thing actually that only Asus does better, because they have the standard USB on the tablet itself, but it makes it thicker. Then we have actually here on the front a standard SD card reader, which has a dummy inside, which I cannot get out quite easily right now. As you can see here, you can use standard SD cards and micro SDs in the tablet itself, as I was telling you a second ago. And it's not that easy to put it back in again if you don't have a little bit of fingernails. And on the other side there's actually only the dock connector here, so that's not that thrilling. So there's only one standard USB connector on the device. What I didn't tell you about is we have only a mono speaker here actually on the back of the tablet PC, which you can take out quite easily, and there's of course a webcam with no flash. So you can take out the device like this. You just have to slide this here on the bottom and you can take it off right away. It's quite light, quite nice, and you have of course a really beautiful keyboard also, which you already probably know from netbooks because they have the same size. The touchpad is also the same, and you have really nice mouse buttons in the bottom with left and right mouse clicks. And yeah, that's actually it from the keyboard. Now we'll compare the keyboard from the TF101 to the TF300TG, which actually this one supports also the TF700 tablet. So if somebody has a TF700 running low on battery, you can just plug it in here and charge it. That is quite nice. Between these two there is no, that they won't work together actually, as far as I know, because of the connector on the bottom of the tablets. But actually you can see here that the TF300 is quite more slim actually. But what you won't like is that the TF300 only has one USB, as I already said. This one also has here a USB on the front due to the thickness of the device. On the other side you can see here this is actually about the same in terms of SD card reader and USB on the back. Of course this is a little bit heavier, there's more metal inside, so that's maybe quite nice because of the structure, but this is way better for traveling. And then we have of course the TF101 right here for a direct comparison also in terms of size. There's not much difference when you look at this, the display size is the same, but actually there is a few millimeters on top that makes a difference in the width, but in thickness the 300 wins by far, because it's a lot more slim due to the form factor that you have here, the round sides. And my camera just has to focus, and then you can see it actually quite nicely right here. And in a second I will show you actually how the iPad 3 does in comparison. So let me just flip this over, take the iPad 3, put this on top, and then you can see that the iPad 3 is actually about the same in terms of thickness with the TF300. Let me focus on the tablets. There you go. And then you can see actually that it is in thickness the same as the iPad 3, but not the same of course as with the 101, which was really a quite thick device, but it was the first with this really nice idea that you can have your keyboard actually. So let me put the iPad 3 away after I show you the difference between a 4:3 screen and a 16:9 screen. So you can see here the iPad 3 has a bigger screen size actually in width, which is better for reading, for example, PDFs. But yeah, it's actually your choice. If you want to watch more movies, you should buy an Android. So let me put this aside, and you can see the sun is shining right now in my eyes. So let me just connect this right here, which is quite easy. You just have to put it in, press it down, and then you cannot actually take it out without unlocking it right here. So the display turns on right away, and this has auto brightness right now, so you can actually see that it looks quite nice, especially if we are out in the home screen and the sun is actually shining right now, so you can still see a lot. Not too much. I mean, the TF700 has I think double this screen brightness, but this is still quite nice. You can see here we are outside and you can actually see a lot, and it's also quite fast due to the Tegra 3. But the full test is coming up here in the Endeavor TV channel, so please subscribe on the top. Till next time, please tune in again. My name is Balázs Gál, and this was the Asus TF300TG in an unboxing and comparison. Till next time, please tune in again.